Hi guys, welcome back to Renpet Bath Beauty's kitchen. I had originally not planned on recording this part. I am making an embed for a soap, which you will see on Friday. I'll post this on a Tuesday, so 3 days from now you'll get to see the soap. At any rate, but because I'm cheap, I wanted to show you something. Because I'm cheap. I don't have round column molds. The reason I don't own them is, well, first, because I'm cheap. Second of all, because I can recycle. This is the inside tube for my tinfoil, and this is the inside tube for my saran wrap. And they're, they're all different sizes. I mean, everything that you buy that comes on a roll has a different size of this. Like, even paper towel rolls aren't necessarily standard. So if you're looking to buy a round mold, consider this, because they work fantastic. I have them lined with freezer paper, and on the bottom is freezer paper that I have taped, so it's not going to leak anywhere. And I keep them, this is a candle making bucket, but in order for them to stand up, I keep them in the bucket. What I'm making are the embeds for Space Age Love Song, and I need to make 2 planets, one large, one small. So that's what we're going to do. I have everything. This is my Hathor recipe. I only put heavy cream in here. There's not going to be any yogurt or anything like that. I'll do that in the soap base on Friday. However, in my lye water, there is salt and sugar in it. So let me put this in here. Yeah, I figured I didn't need to put yogurt in the embed, since the soap not only encases them, obviously, but it also it's a higher soap. It's not piped on, but it's a higher. Did that even make any sense? I don't know. You'll see on Friday, I promise. Okay, so let me get this all mixed in, and I'll go over the colors. You're so not supposed to get bubbles when you do this. I don't know if you can see that in my bucket, but it's nothing but bubbles. I'm going to have to actually tap my bucket on the counter because there's so many dang bubbles in there. I just lifted up the blender, no big deal. Right in the middle of there. Oh, maybe I don't have to tap it. Okay, so here we go. All right, for one planet, we are using Gorgeous Blue and Lily Pad Green. I want to get these pretty much even. Actually, there's going to be more in the blue and green because it's the larger of the planets. Because it's not going to take much to get what I need for that smaller one. For the smaller planet, we have Sunset Siesta Orange and Banana Boat Yellow. Can y'all see me? Okay, sort of. Get a little bit more in there, and then I'm going to finish this off on these other colors. Alrighty, that should be enough. I mean, actually, we're almost equal. This is only 20 ounces of oils, so it's not a lot of soap. I probably overestimated, and if that's the case, then, that's the case. I'll just put it in a sample mold, no big deal. Because I'm not putting fragrance in this either. Like I said, the soap is like over. You'll see what I'm talking about on Friday. It goes over, above and beyond of what. Oh gosh, my train just derailed. Oh, because the soap is piled up on the top, I'm able to use more fragrance because of the amount of oils that I use. Okay, there is our green. Here is our blue. You know what? Is there still some stuck on the bottom? No, there's not. These are not very pigmented, you guys. I may have to mix up some more. Let me see how the yellow and the orange is great. I think I was just worried about putting too much mica in there. Orange is good. Let's see, yellow. Yellow's perfect. Well, yeah, I gotta make those darker, the blue and the green. Alright, hold on one second. I gotta make them a little darker. What we got? Oh, that's a little bit better. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Alright. And the green. I actually really like making this soap. It's a very floral fragrance, so it's kind of touchy. That's why I don't put it in the embeds. So, but we'll go over all of that on Friday. Okay. Yeah, we're probably going to have too much color left over. I think I only did, the last time I did it, I didn't look in my batch book. Just for the sole fact that it didn't really matter if I had leftover soap. So here's what I'm going to do. For the little one, I am going to pour this yellow into this orange. And we're just going to drop it in. The last time I made it, it sort of gave a ring of orange around the yellow that looked really, really sweet. I'm hoping that it does it again this time. Okay, let me angle the camera up some so you can see the pour. There we go. Excuse my dirty dishes and stuff. Okay, here we go. So, yep, whoop. Just putting it down in the tube. And I like to stop and bang it just to make sure. Whoop! Now look what we're doing, guys. There we go. That's full. Okay, so we are leaving it like that. Full. I'll put this in my sample mold after. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Alright, and we're going to do the same thing with the green and the blue. I'm going to put the blue into the green. And I think I might be a little bit off camera. And again, I probably could have gotten away with half the batter that I'm using. Or I could have just done 2 of them. Why didn't I think of that, Sue Lynn? For the next time I make this soap. It's not like this is a one-hit wonder or anything. Alright, let me stop and bang it. Yeah, I love this soap. It actually is a dupe of a very popular women's perfume. See if you can guess, because the song is called Space Aged Love Song. Okay, yeah, so the rest of that, I'm actually going to make it into soap dough. Even though it's my hot dough recipe and it's a little bit soft for soap dough, I actually need some bluish green soap dough for a project that I'm doing. So, yeah, that's what we'll do. Alrighty then, I will see you guys on Friday for the rest of this. Okay guys, let's get these embeds out of these. There we go. Let's loosen that up. pull that right out. And I always throw these tubes away because, you know, there's really no point in keeping them. Let's see if I can get this one out. This one I might have to pause you guys for and cut out because it ran through just a little bit. I didn't put enough tape on it. Yeah, I may have to turn you guys off for a second, cut it out. Let me see if I can. Yep. Alrighty. Glad I made them longer than what they needed to be because I totally squished that end. Okay, so here's one, and here's the second one. And our mold is 10.5 inches long, but I'm going to cut these at 11 inches because what I would like to happen is to be able to have hold on, is to be able to butt it right up against the wall of the mold. Sorry, I'm distracted. Oops. I'll have to find that later. I'd like to be able to butt it right up against the wall of the mold so I can pour my batter over top of it. So that's where I want it cut. Okay, there we go. There's our first one. And our second one, you know what? Let me grab my washcloth. Okay. And I'll take a quick break and remove all this stuff. So that way, I don't gotta worry about all that because I'm gonna be doing the heat transfer method again, you guys. With all of my Hawthorne and raw recipes, I'll be doing the heat transferred method from now on. It's just easier for me, it's simpler. So let me get all of that done and I'll bring you back when we're ready to put these in the mold. Put my liquid oils have my yogurt and my heavy cream in them. Oh, it's in a bigger bucket, huh? Oh geez, I'm hoping I didn't put that in. No, I didn't. Okay, whew, scared myself for a minute there. I know you're like, what are you talking about? Usually I put my oils that are 42 ounces in my white buckets, my like odd oils that I don't ordinarily do in the purple ones, and 34 ounces in the red ones, but yeah, forget it. I'm good. That would be how you usually know I'm going to pipe on a soap, is if you see a white bucket. And I know I said it before, but at least I think I said it before. This is for Space Age Love Song. Believe it or not, the Flock of Seagulls had many more hits than just I Ran. As a matter of fact, Flock of Seagulls as a band, in my opinion, are underrated as far as 80s music goes. This is not completely emulsified. I am going to split it off for color, but I'm going to stick blend my colors. I know I don't ordinarily do that, but I'm going to. Okay, so we're using Jazzberry Pink, we're using Turquoise, and we're using Playhouse Purple. Okay, and then the rest of it is going to be activated charcoal. This is our space soap. Probably guessed that because I was making planets, right? Okay, let me get, you know what? I'm going to turn off my fan to put my activated charcoal in there. That would be good. Woohoo! I put a lot more color in this than I ordinarily, or than I did the last couple of times. Reason being is I just think it needs more color. Sort of like Northern Lights kind of space kind of thing, you know? And I know that was a lot of activated charcoal, y'all. I'm not sure about the large planet, whether or not I got it to quite fit in there, but we'll see. Let me stick blend it. Okay. Did I tell you what the fragrance was for this? I don't think so. It is a dupe of Alien Princess, and it's a floral. It definitely smells beautiful. I mean, it's got some undertones. I'll put the description in the description. I'll put the the fragrance notes in the description box below. One of the things I love to do to this soap is I figured out why my Super Sparkle glitter wasn't working well, because there's not a whole lot of Super Sparkle glitter in there. So I like to take a good, I don't know, teaspoon and a half of Super Sparkle glitter and add it to that, to the black base, just to give it some twinkling. And I'm going to pour this in 2 parts. I'm only putting the fragrance in the black, and I'm only fragrancing it 1 pour at a time, because I may have to let it set up. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pour some black, pour half of it, or almost half of it, I should say. And then, oh, fragrance it. That would be helpful. Fragrance it so that. Let's stir it. La da da. Wow, I haven't used it in a while. It definitely, I can't remember if it's got gardenia in it, but it certainly smells like it's got gardenia in it. Almost half of that. Oh! Almost half of that. Y'all, why'd you make me do that? Okay, let's clean that up. See, this is the one bad thing about doing the heat transfer method is, you know, it makes everything speed up. Okay, so this is my shimmer white mica, and it is mixed in olive oil. And I'm pouring half of that in there. Now let's grab our mold. And our first planet, hopefully we can just set it up just like so. There's our first planet. We want it right there. Right to there, I said. So, there we go. There's my other spatula. And I'm pretty sure this is staying in place. Hopefully it stays in place when I tap it down. No, it didn't stay in place. Use a knife. Okay, it's not touching. It's not touching the bottom. So let me put this other one in here. Spray alcohol. I know it seems like I'm really out of sorts today, and I am. I've been busy all day editing and packaging. Oh crap. Packaging and all of that kind of stuff. All right, you know what? Because that doesn't need to go there anyway. Let me move this. Make sure it's still not falling. Okay, it's not. And I'm gonna put the rest of the fragrance in here, and then the rest of the color in there. So pardon me for being out of sorts, you guys. I've been so busy. I'm just, I need a vacation. My granddaughter's coming over by herself this weekend, my Kiki, and I think we're gonna play video games. We probably are gonna make All You Need Is Love this weekend. I'm not sure how far after this soap you'll see it, but that is what we are going to try to do this weekend. So we can get that out to you guys. She's, you know, been asking me about it. So I'm not sure how much prep we're going to have to do for it, because I can't remember. I had the design in my book of designs that the kids have made for me. I started like a notebook because, like I said, every time they watch Yellow Submarine, they design me new soaps. Some of our are incredibly ambitious, and I keep, you know, I'll tell Zayden every once in a while, honey, I can't do that. It is physically impossible. And he'll go, okay, and he'll move along and, you know, go ahead and start on a new one. I'm actually going to use let's start pouring that. Now, I know I've discussed it before. When you're doing a when you're doing a micro drizzle like this, you want to reduce the amount of your super fat in your soap. That way you don't have too much oil going on. Alright, let me bring this over here. Boy, I made a huge mess, you guys. I need to put my spatula through this because it's a little bit okay. I'm going to bang this down again, hopefully not dislodging that embed again. I keep checking on that embed. I know it's probably a little bit annoying for y'all, but I've got to. Okay, now let's put this embed in there. Oh, lovely. That is awesome. It's thick enough that it's gonna be just fine, because that embed stays right there. Boy, my washcloth is all messed up. I need a paper towel. And because I did it with the heat transfer method, guess what? I get to put it all on there, at least most of it anyway. This is a soap that I texture the top, so I may have to wait for a few to be able to texture the top. Definitely for the rest of what's in that bucket. I'm going to push that planet down just a little teeny bit. There we go. Okay guys, I'm going to bring you back when this is done setting up, and we'll texture the top together. That is too funny. I just came over here and realized that I had the camera going the entire time I was doing the dishes. That's lovely. Nothing like wasting camera battery and making my editing job a little bit more difficult. So, yeah, I just like to bring it up a little bit. There we go. Now it's starting to stay up. And I promise, like I said, I won't play in it too long. And I know the colors have just been muddied all up. I cannot use my finger to wipe that off of there because, well, I took my gloves off. I'm going to try to clean it up the best that I can, but doesn't really mean anything. Okay. Alright, so the next thing that I do, I gotta reach over you guys again. I'm so sorry. is I take my French Shimmer Gold mica, or French Shimmer Gold, French Shimmer White mica, and I put it on there. Hence why the fan is not on. And I don't have to necessarily cover the whole thing, because then I'm gonna put some, I'm having a night, y'all, some super sparkle glitter on it too. You know, that would be all I would need, is another thing of sugar pearls to fall in a soap. That would be terrible. I cannot believe that happened to me. That's never happened to me in all the years I've kept sugar pearls on my backsplash. And what's really bad is I have to make man-eater here coming up pretty soon. And now I don't have the sugar pearls, so I'm going to have to pick some up. Okay, 18 to 24 hours. Forget me, I'm complaining. 18 to 24 hours, we'll cut it, and that's it. Bye-bye. Okay, guys, we are back to cut Space Age Love Song. I'm going to try not to touch the top of it because it's like all glittery and stuff. Let me get an M piece off here. You know what? Glasses help. You know what? Let me turn my ring light on just so I can see better. Is that messing? Okay, that's good. All right, let me cut this end piece off. Woohoo! I have 7 loaves of soap to cut today, so this is gonna be fun. If you hear a bunch of commotion upstairs, my stepdaughter, her husband, and their 2 kids have come in from Idaho. They're going to spend about 10 days here. So that's exciting. I've never met her husband or her son, Jonathan. So I get to have 2 new grandbabies here for 10 days. So that's awesome. I really like the way that turned out. I wish the first loaf I did had a lot more black in it, but I like this. I'm going to have to change the picture on the website for sure. I usually do that. I'll keep the old pictures on there, but put the new pictures like as the main picture so they can see. Oh, there we go. There's more black. So they can see how the progression of the soap has come. And I don't know if you can tell, like in the planets. Yep, gotta be a teacher. We've got this like ring around these planets, which the color creates, which is so awesome. I love that about this soap. Okay, yeah, 7 loaves to cut, and then I'm gonna after I'm done cutting these and put these in my soap room, I'm gonna make 3 soaps. My daughter's coming over today. We're gonna barbecue, so I'm gonna have both my daughters here. Of course, my youngest son, he lives here. Keaton is coming over tonight, and yeah. So we're gonna have a big full house, which amazingly enough, as much as I love my family, that makes me a little bit anxious. And we have a big house, don't get me wrong, I mean, but I don't know, I can't explain it. I don't do well with chaos, if that makes sense. I'm not a chaotic person. I'm laid back, which is very different from my personality when I was a kid, because when I was a kid, I was like, oh, look at me, look at me. I had to be the center of attention, and now I'm like, leave me alone. It's funny how you change when you get older, and how much changes with your life when you get older. So, but anyway, yeah, enough about that. I'm not complaining. Like I said, I'm glad to see Brittany and Evie has gotten so big. Evie's just a little bit younger than Zayden. I think she's 8. Or is Zayden a little bit younger than her? I don't remember. Maybe Evie's a little bit older than Zayden. So maybe she's 10. But Jonathan is just so sweet, and he's so cute. And he and Ava have already just like hit it off big time. It's so cute. they're like dragging each other around by the hand, saying, "Oh, come and look at this, come and look at this, come and look at this." It's so cute. But you know Ava, I mean, you guys know Ava. She's like Mrs. Personality. My little Ava is just like I was when I was a kid, all precocious and stuff. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yep. I'm going to get an end piece off of here, which is good because I have a little bit of where I had the mica, and look, it's so funny, where I had the mica drizzle. It's not quite there. There we go. Oh, I like the back of this piece, y'all. Look at that. I love it. Alright guys, thanks as always for sticking with me, and I will see y'all next time.